大家好，欢迎来到新期的老司机英语角，我是100，
我是李总。今天我们继续走遍美国。今天这一集会涉及到一个大家更关心的这个话题，
比较实用的话题，
对，就是如何升学校。
This episode will be about universities and colleges in the United States.
And today we're going to talk about how to prepare for them and how to apply for them. Eva, when did you apply for your graduate school?
I think I did it in 2013. 2013年的时候申请，你也是吧
？No, I went to the States in 2011.
And you went to the University of Florida. What was your dream school?
My dream school was Columbia, but I got rejected. My TOEFL score was 114. I still got rejected by Columbia. What about you? What was your dream school?
My dream school was, I don't know, Harvard.
What did you study?
My college major was news and journalism, and then I shifted from that to education.
Okay.
所以我学的是教育学的研究生，想升 Pennsylvania， 本来是想去宾大，结果宾大说他们不招本科不学教育的人，然后就被狠狠的拒绝了。
不是说宾大的教育学挺水的。
我更水，可以吗？
So you ended up in Minnesota.
对，我最后去了明尼苏达，就是相当于中国那种什么大兴安岭大学。
明尼苏达最出名的事情应该就是 George Floyd.
Oh my god.
所以最后Eva去的是美国最冷的地方明尼苏达，我去的是美国最热的地方佛罗里达。
双打。
对，相当于我俩一个人在三亚上学，一个人在黑河上学。
佛罗里达大学每天就是阳光沙滩比基尼跑车，我们那儿就是棉袄棉裤抗。每天出门的时候，如果你不扫雪，根本就出不了。
So with that out of the way, let's get started on today's episode.
Yeah.
The title of this episode is called "It's Up to You." 这是啥意思？由你决定。
你来定。
It's up to you. 对 ，This decision is up to you. 跟它最像的一个可以互换的一个词就是 "It's your call."
对
，It's your call. You get to make this call. You get to make this decision.
其实也就相当于 It's your choice.
对 ，It's your choice. 那咱们接下来开始看视频。Are you guys ready?
Let's get it. Let's go.
Who is it?
Dad?
Come on in, Dad.
I thought you might be hungry. I brought you a chicken sandwich and a glass of milk.
I am hungry. Thanks, Dad.
Come on in, Dad.
Come on in. Come on in. I thought you might be hungry. I brought you a chicken sandwich and a glass of milk. 它全是用的过去式。I thought you might be hungry. That's why I brought you something. Thought, brought 都是过去式。
今天春游你带什么吃的啦 ？What did you bring? I brought some sandwiches.
很多人都会说成 I bring something.
咱们在说英文的时候一定要注意时态。
What time is it anyway?
10 o'clock. What are you working on?
I'm writing a story for the high school paper.
Can't you finish it tomorrow?
No. I have to turn it in the morning.
10 o'clock. 注意连读 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. What are you working on? What are you working on? Work on something 咱们以前说过。
正在处理。I'm writing a story for the high school paper. Paper 这个词你正常遇到的时候有3种意思，第一个就是纸，第二个呢我们就是在大学校园里边大家要写的小论文，我们叫 paper。那在这儿的话呢，它其实指的是 high school newspaper。我在给我们学校的小报写故事。
Can't you finish it tomorrow? Can't you finish it tomorrow?
No, I have to turn it in the morning. Turn something in 就是把什么玩意儿交上去。你也可以说 hand something in，
或者是 submit something， 但是还是注意连读啊。Turn it in. I have to turn it in the morning.
And what's it about?
I'm writing an article on the feelings about graduation.
And how do you feel?
Me? A little scared. And excited, too.
I felt the same way.
What's it about? What is it about? What's it about?
I'm writing an article on the feelings about graduation. An article 就会变成 an article。
那个 article 跟 on 中间也是有连读的啊。An article on the feelings about graduation.
我正在写一篇关于毕业感想的文章。对 ，feelings about graduation. Graduate 大家认识，毕业 graduation 毕业的名词。I'm writing an article on the feelings about graduation.
And how do you feel?
A little scared and excited too. Scared 就是害怕。
Scared 的动词形式它就是让人害怕的意思。Something is very scary. I am very scared about something. 它作为形容词也是会用的很多的啊，就是有一些东西很可怕。Something is very scary.
Graduating is scary. Moving to another city is scary. Scared and excited 连在就变成了 I'm a little scared and excited.
I felt the same way. 注意 Philip 用的是过去式啊。I felt the same way when I was your age. I felt the same way when I was about to graduate.
The scary part's leaving home and moving to college.
Oh, leaving home is part of growing up.
所以 Robbie 觉得最可怕的地方就是 leaving home 离开家和 moving to college moving to somewhere 搬到大学里去住。The scary part is leaving home and moving to college.
Well, leaving home is part of growing up. 这两句话里面都有这个 part 这个词，它本身就是部分。Philip 给他讲了，你成长的话，这就是一个重要的
必经之路。
对。
Well, don't work all night.
I don't mind. I enjoy writing.
Well, maybe you should think about becoming a writer.
Maybe I should.
You have lots of time to decide.
That's the worst part, making decisions.
You'll be okay. Good night, son.
Good night, Dad.
Don't work all night. 换一个说法也可以说 Don't stay up too late.
I don't mind working all night. I don't mind staying up late. I enjoy writing.
Maybe you should start thinking about becoming a writer. Maybe you should start thinking about becoming a writer.
Maybe I should.
You have lots of time to decide.
That's the worst part, making decisions. 最恐怖的地方来了，就是做决定。
对 whether you go to 清华 or 北大
That's the worst part.
You have to decide. That decision is very difficult to make.
哎，如果我们在生活中去说我是一个特别犹豫不决的人，我也可以说 I'm very indecisive. 就选择恐惧症那种感觉，选不出来。
Hail to the victors valiant, hail to the conquering heroes, hail, hail to Michigan, the champions of the West.
就是在这儿唱校歌了啊，这就是 Michigan 的校歌 University of Michigan 密西根大学。Hail to 是这个Hail to 其实应该这样。Hail to 其实可以换一个我们都认识的词，就是 salute 啊，就是向谁致敬，向胜利者致敬，向 conquer 者致敬。
Victors valiant， 咱们的意思就是英勇的胜利者。Victors 胜利者 ，victory 胜利。
Valiant 是英勇的意思，它是倒装了一下，因为他在唱歌嘛，他要歌词押韵，他要上口一些。
所以就是 victors who are valiant。
Conquer 就是征服的意思啊 ，conquering heroes，the heroes who have conquered something. I came, I saw, I conquered. The champions of the West.Champion 就是冠军的意思 ，We are the champions，我们都是昌平人。North, South, East, West。它这个西部是一个相对的西部，因为欧洲人刚去美国的时候是集中在东北的这个地方，所以对于他们来说，任何稍微朝西边的全算西部。19世纪的时候，美国也有一个大西进运动，它是从美国东北的这个13个州一直慢慢的所谓的西部开发，然后开发到今天的有50个州的一个过程。然后伊娃上学那个地方应该也是 West，
我们那个地儿叫 Midwest， 就是很土的地方，对，中西部大荒野。
对，明尼苏达呀、密西根呀、俄亥俄，包括这个伊利诺伊州都算是西部了。
就是晚上在路上走的时候，就什么也看不见，除了一望无际的玉米地。
那块其实虽然村儿，但是它好学校还是挺多的。你们学校是明尼苏达最好，密西根有密西根大学，伊利诺伊那好学校更多了。那个芝加哥大学、西北大学、UIUC 也是我当年的 dream school， 也他妈把我记了。
中部的好学校其实特别多，唯一的一个缺点就是气候太恶劣了，非常人的意志力能够忍受。你就去了那5个州，特别容易得抑郁症。
据说那几个州的学校的能买得起跑车的，全是中国和韩国留学生。
对，就拯救了当地所有的什么保时捷、法拉利。
Good morning, Robbie.
Good morning, Dad.
How's my grandson?
Fine, Grandpa, fine. What's all the cheering about? Did the University of Michigan win another football game?
Better than that. Tell him, Philip.
I just spoke with Charlie Rafer.
Who's Charlie Rafer?
He's the Dean of Admissions for the University of Michigan.
And it turns out he's a classmate of Philip's.
Yeah, we were both on the tennis team.
Great.
What's all the cheering about? Cheering 在这儿就是欢呼 ，cheer 就是让某人开心的意思。篮球看中场的时候都会有 cheerleaders， 啦啦队的小姐姐们。
对 ，cheerleader 就是啦啦队。
Did the University of Michigan win another football game?
Win another football game， 注意连读啊。
Win another football game.
Win another football game.
Football 在美国指的是当地的那种橄榄球，而不是咱们看的这种足球。足球美国叫 soccer。所有除了美国的其他地方都用 football。
对 ，Nobody cares about the American football. I just spoke with Charlie Rafer.
Who's Charlie Rafer?
He's the Dean of Admissions for the University of Michigan. 这里面有2个重要的单词啊，一个是 Dean 就是那种院长、系主任的意思。比如说 Eva 是这个学校音乐学院的院长。Eva is the dean of the music department.
Admission 翻译成中文就是招生办，主要管你们今年谁申请了，谁能进我这个大学的这个办公室。Dean of Admissions turn out 指的就是居然最终呈现的结果。So they've been dating for almost a year, and it turns out they're siblings. 他俩好了1年，竟然发现他们是兄妹。
And it turns out He's a classmate of Phillips. Charlie Rayford is Phillips' classmate. He's a classmate of Phillips.
He's going to be in New York tomorrow to interview applicants for admission.
And he's agreed to fit you into his schedule.
But I may not want to go to Michigan.
It's one of the best schools in the country, Robbie. I studied medicine there. Your grandfather went to the engineering school there.
He's going to be in New York tomorrow to interview applicants for admission. Interview 就是面试的意思，大家去找工作或者申请学校都要经历 interview。然后面试你的那个人就叫 interviewer， 你被面试你可以说是 interviewee。
Applicant 就是申请者 ，apply for something 申请某件事情 ，application 整个申请的过程。For example, we've got several applicants for this position, and he has agreed to fit you into his schedule.
这个地方的 s 不是意思，它是 has。He has agreed to fit you into his schedule. 这个我们上节课说过，就是把你插到他的这个 schedule 当中。
But I may not want to go to Michigan. 但我可能根本就不想上这个学校啊，密歇根大学太村了。
But it's one of the best schools in the country, Robbie. I studied medicine there. Your grandfather went to the engineering school there. 这句话里面的 school 出现了2次啊，它有2个意思。第一次 it's one of the best schools in the country. 这个就是它是全国最好的学校之一，它是学校的意思。然后后半句话 Your grandfather went to the engineering school there. 这里面的 school 就是学院的意思啊。我是在那儿读的医学，你爷爷去的是工程学院。
I know that, but
You said you wanted to be a doctor like your father.
not exactly.
You couldn't pick a finer medical school than Michigan.
Yes, I know that.
Let's meet with Charlie at the University Club. 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. It doesn't mean you're going to Michigan.
It doesn't mean you have to be a doctor. But the interview will be good experience for you.
In that case, it's okay.
你之前不是说过你想成为和你爸一样的医生吗？全是用的过去式啊。You said you wanted to be a doctor like your father.
Not exactly.
You couldn't pick a finer school than Michigan. 它这个地方首先用了一个虚拟语气 couldn't， 它不是说 can't， 它比 can't 的语气要委婉很多啊。Let's meet with Charlie at the University Club. It doesn't mean that you have to go to Michigan.
But the interview will be good experience for you. 这件事情对于你将会是一个很好的经验。
In that case, it's okay. In that case 怎么解释？
按照这样说，
要这么说的话，
也可以说 in that sense.
Dad, growing up means making my own decisions, doesn't it?
You're right, Robbie. But, like your grandpa suggested, have the interview.
And then make your own decision.
That sounds fine.
Look, I know it's sudden, Robbie, but this is an important opportunity. We'll head down there first thing tomorrow morning, okay?
Sure, Dad.
Dad, growing up means making my own decisions, doesn't it? Doesn't it? 难道不是吗？
Doesn't it? You're right, Robbie. But like your grandfather suggested, have the interview and then make your own decisions. Making your own decisions doesn't mean that you cannot take other people's suggestions, right?
Is something still wrong, Robbie?
I'll be okay.
Going away to college for the first time always makes one a little nervous.
I guess so. I'll be okay. I just need time to think.
Going away to college for the first time always makes one a little nervous. 对于每个人来说，离开家去大学都是有点让人紧张的事情。
I guess so. I'll be okay. I just need time to think.
That was a very long act, wasn't it?
It was. 所以呢，在这一集里边，我们看到了 Robbie 想要纠结去上学，然后感觉到很紧张。
He hasn't decided what to study and where to go yet. Will Robbie go to the University of Michigan?
Will Robbie go to the medical school?
Let's find out in the next act.
So that's it for today. 如果你喜欢我们的节目，请记得给我们点赞、关注，一键3连。
If you like what you saw, please make sure to like and subscribe. We will see you guys next week.
Peace.